Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have a link to the past Randomizer Crosskeys tournament match. So it's round 1 between FuriousMagic and Darkwolf. With me on comms is James. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and if you haven't hopped in, if you're used to the main tournament or Challenge Cup and seeing the randomizer there, this is going to be a little bit different for you. We're doing Crosskeys today, which is a mix of crossed entrance shuffle and key sanity. Key sanity is the easier part to figure out. That's where you throw all the maps and compasses and keys into the pool and everything's around there. But cross entrance shuffle means all of our entrances are going to be mixed up amongst each other. And what cross means is that a cave has two entrances. One of them can be in the light world and one of them can be in the dark world. So there's going to be a lot of different ways to get between the two worlds in this game.
Yep.
We got FuriousMagic on the left, and soon we'll have Darkwolf on the right, and we'll get this race started for you in just a little bit. This is week 1 of 8 weeks of Swiss matchups in this tournament. We'll take the top 16 runners into the brackets at the end of it.
Yep. So Darkwolf is live here now, and we should be going shortly as I go crop Darkwolf. So, hi chat. Let's do a couple shoutouts to our two runners today, FuriousMagic and Darkwolf, to my co-commentator James, and to our two trackers, Super Aardvark and Jinxie Girl.
All right, we'll be getting started in just another minute or so.
And hey, that. So, all right, we should be ready in a minute or two. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's talk about the two runners a bit. I'm familiar with Darkwolf from the ALttPR French community, but I'm afraid I'm not familiar with FuriousMagic in the slightest.
I'm not seeing much out of FuriousMagic either. I am familiar with Darkwolf from League and from the ladder. I've seen them run a bit. They're a pretty good runner. So we'll see how FuriousMagic plays out, and hopefully we get a good race today.
Yeah, hopefully. Since FuriousMagic is a bit of a mouthful, we'll also be calling him Fury for short sometimes. Yeah, hey chat. Alright. Just waiting on them to ready up here. And I realize that Darkwolf's cropping is slightly funky. Fixing that right now. And we should be going shortly. I think it's special for ALTTP's ratio dot. So Darkwolf just has a little border around his game feed, which makes it a little funkier for cropping. Hence the slight troubles.
All right, both the runners are ready and in the starting blocks. We'll get started here in just a few seconds.
Oh, Jinxie, do you want to do a prediction real quick for who's going to win this, actually, since I am going to be commentating it? Actually, I can get a prediction going super quick. Who do we want? Who's going to win? I'm going to remain neutral here as a commentator, but let's let Chet have a little fun here. I'll give it 5 minutes. And we're about to get going.
We're off. And Fury's going to start in Sanctuary, and Darkwolf's going to start in Link's house.
Yep.
We have a map of Swamp Palace.
Yep. So Link's house does remain vanilla with these. And Sanctuary is in the Uncle drop today.
That's pretty convenient. As soon as you get a bomb, you'll be able to get those 3 items in the back of Escape. Fury's going to try and kill these guards and see what drop they're on in the drop train. Just a small heart and nothing from the tree pole.
Nope.
And entrance to Hyrule Castle is the Sanctuary Spec Rock.
So pretty much both the spawn points here in effectively about the same location.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. It's going to be a long walk to get over to Kakariko from either of these spawn points. Is Fury doing a fake flipper to head over to the Witch Hut, see what that is, and then may walk it down to Eastern Palace from here. We'll see what happens at that point.
Witch Hut is a absolutely useless location.
Good old Spike Hint Cave.
Yeah.
Trying to set up another fake flipper here. Nicely done by Fury. Meanwhile, Wolf is going to head over to Hylia shop in the fortune teller, see what's in those 2 locations. Gonna look at another drop down. The drop downs are randomized with each other. This is Kakariko Well, and it's fully accessible. No bomb to get in the back yet, though.
Nope.
So there are 8 drop locations in the game that are all mixed in with each other. That are not part of the regular item pools. We find Blue Mail. We find Ice Palace Small, Quake. There's a small key on the island, looks like.
Yep.
And it looks like Fury's going to set up a hooligan here to get some extra cash to start the seed out. Spiral Cave for Darkwolf. That was... I'm not sure which one of the 2 entrances in Hylia was. Probably the shop.
I think it was a shop, yeah. Yeah, Furious is going to have to come back with bombs later for that well drop.
Oh no. Rough death for Darkwolf there.
That's an unfortunate one. Darkwolf playing with his usual wolf sprite. Fury playing with a Lapras sprite here on the left today.
Look at those flippers.
Unfortunately, as with all other sprites, Lapras does still need to find flippers to swim.
Does get lucky and hit both the 50-50 bushes south of the groves. 2 bombs already, and a shop right next to each other. So right next to there, so plenty of access to bombs from there.
Right side of the race game is the potion shop.
Race game itself has a mushroom.
Ooh, that could be annoying to find later on, depending on if we can find a way to the other side of that house.
Yeah, you don't really want to see fetch quest items in that location. We find the east entrance of Turbo Rocket Library.
Yeah. Good find. We're gonna check out the Smith and Bat entrances.
Bat is the hideout. We'll need a hammer or gloves or mitts and a mirror to get this item, but it's only 10 arrows, so we're not going to bother about it.
Yep.
So one of these drop downs has Ganon in it, and depending on where Ganon's at will be determining what the kill conditions are for Ganon, other than the 7 crystals you need to beat him. And it is fast Ganon, but if a Ganon is in one of these locations that requires a dungeon to be completed, you'll have to beat that dungeon as well. We find Mini Moldorm Cave at the Smith house, but no weapons at all to get in there. And then we find the Smiths at Snitch.
We see Thieves Town here in the next house, and on the other side, I can't remember what the cave that is offhand for Darkwolf.
That was Bumper Bottom.
Okay, GT key in the front of Thieves. Bomb Hut is shop.
Just a shop there.
Front of Thieves has the powder.
That's going to take a little bit of stress away from the mushroom, as it's only going to be used for getting that Witch Hut item.
We've got Laser Bridge.
No, that's the front of Turtle Rock. So that's a chicken hut.
Is that the front of Turtle Rock? I can't tell.
Yeah. Right next to Chicken Hut is Chicken Hut at the Sick Kid.
Perfect.
A
Not
bow.
A game. Ooh, bow in the front of Thieves. Front of Thieves Town paying out today.
And Fury taking a death warp to get back to the entrance. Meanwhile, we'll check out these other non-randomized location in the game. The back of Tavern, there's only this entrance that has an up door.
Hey.
And it has our Moon Pearl today. Early Moon Pearl is great for Crosskeys.
Yes, it is. But yeah, the back of the bar is never randomized because it is the only downwards entrance. Well, pretty much the only downwards entrance in the game.
And Darkwolf heading into Thieves Town now. We'll get those first 4. With some bombs, now Fury's able to take care of this mini Moldorm cave we find. 20 rupees. Some more bombs. A big key to Eastern Palace. Some more cash and a piece of heart. Don't know if we're going to need that big key to Eastern Palace, but we've got Eastern Big, we've got a bow. If we find Eastern Palace, if the runners are willing to take on those dark rooms, it is clearable.
Mm-hmm. Darkwolf doing the front of Thieves as Fury does the chicken hut here. Only seen one map so far, and that's the Swamp Palace map. So we currently can't check that. So we'll eventually figure out what our crystals are. Moon Pearl for Fury, and Darkwolf is death warping out of Thieves.
Now we'll get a look at the rest of Kakariko, as both our runners have taken care of the south side of the town. Now we'll step out and take a look at the front side.
Well, not quite yet, as Darkwolf goes to check Smiths and Bat, and Fury checks the southwest part of town. Fury does sense courtesy the Hoof is a bit short at the moment.
Yeah, that is a nice little advantage that Fury has coming into Kakariko, those extra 225 rupees from Hooligan Room.
Because Darkwolf is, well, he's only got 56 rupees, which is not exactly a lot.
And getting bullied by this mini Moldorm takes another death.
Ouch. Alright, Bottle Vendor is 20 rupees, so I'm not going to give it the worst if Darkwolf can't find money for it.
Yeah, just a lesson in economics today.
Yeah, nothing in that house. And the well drop down is...
That is fairy. That is the worthless fairy drop. Darkwolf taking these bombs, going to head to back of escape. Take a look at the 3 items there, as Paradox Bottom is at Blind's Hut.
And there's the left side of Hyrule Castle. On the other
300 rupees
is
Turtle Rock and Pod Big. If you're going to take a look at one of the dark rooms here, trying to figure out what it is, it looked like that might have been Death Mountain Ascent, but I'm not positive.
Not entirely sure either.
And in the Lost Woods is Magic Bat. So we still haven't found Lumberjack. We still haven't found Ganon.
No, we have not. We also haven't found the uncle, I don't believe.
Correct. Those are the three I haven't found, and we still have Lumberjack Drop, Sanctuary, and the Pyramid.
So kind of hoping Ganon isn't in his vanilla location.
Able to check that Magic Bat immediately with the powder. Didn't see it look like there was anything on it, though. We get a map of Eastern Palace.
Okay.
And already having the big key, I wouldn't be surprised to see Fury take a quick peek here. Find out immediately whether Eastern Palace is going to be required or not.
Back of the... just a fairy there in the Lost Woods entrance.
Meanwhile, Darkwolf getting through Mini Moldorm finally.
Then the Lumberjack entrance is
vanilla. Didn't quite get Fury didn't quite see what the item was. We're going to take a look now, and it's just a compass, so we can mark that one off.
Yep, not needed. Unfortunately, Ganon is well. We hope it's in the Sanctuary entrance, and if he's not, we're going to have to do what that is for the ability to beat Ganon today.
We're going to find progression. Meanwhile, Darkwolf choosing to go through Hyrule Castle, going through this west entrance. And now with bombs, Fury's going to get this last item in Cat Creek Well.
Fury doing this with bombs. That's our first model.
That looked very well practiced. I know a lot of these runners are also in one of either the main or the Challenge Cup tournament where bomb starts through escape were not uncommon. So well done by Darkwolf in that room.
Darkwolf was a Challenge Cup runner this past season. So yeah, pretty familiar with after doing so many standard match seeds. You know how to run a bomb escape. Because yeah, Darkwolf does not have any arrows to make use of that bow.
Yeah, arrows have been very slim pickings so far. That's a problem.
Yes, that is 20 rupees.
Because also, if you had powder, you could powder this into an enemy and then kill it with a single bomb, but that's not going to work out.
So that's just going to be a death warp, unfortunately, trying to save that bomb. Fury's in a dark connector here. I can't quite remember where this is offhand.
Found its way out there. Was the old man entrance. Did find way up there.
And the front of Hyrule Castle is up on Death Mountain. Helpful.
That's a pretty good location for it, honestly.
Yeah, nice connector from Cack up the mountain. That's actually our first mountain access.
First in logic, anyways.
First in logic, yeah. Because
Fury did walk the old man up, yep.
Mm-hmm. Walk the old man up. But does not have a lamp for that, logically. Hey, Dark Lumberjack is where we can find the other end of Hyrule Castle.
So that's a lot of access to various parts of the world we found from both these runners right away. We got access to parts of East Death Mountain. We've got access to West Dark World now, and West Death Mountain as well by taking this Dark Cave.
Yep, quite a lot of access. Inside of Spectral Rock is the brewery, which has half magic.
It's a very nice safety item. We don't have a lot of ways to really take advantage of magic right now.
And Fury finding the front of Hyrule Castle. It's kind of vanilla sea house.
That is a vanilla sea house, and it has a big key for Misery Mire.
Uh-huh. Ooh, pod here, somewhere on Death Mountain. I didn't quite catch which entrance for Fury.
And Darkwolf did walk by Bumper Ledge, and there's a sword up there. Pod small and shooter rooms, so we can actually continue on a fair bit in here. Also have that bow. 4 arrows is enough to get through Mimic Room, so Fury's going to be able to collect both items on the right-hand side and get a couple items out of the front as well.
East 10 entrance for Darkwolf is another shop.
We got to be out of shops by now, right? Feels like
There's a lot of shops in the game.
Nothing on the bridge for Fury. He'll take the drop down to the Stalfos room. Chest game is hammer pegs with just 3 bombs.
Swiss round, no. Swiss round is a tournament format where runners play each week against other runners of similar records. So this is round 1, so they just get paired up randomly. The winner of this will go on to face another 1-0 runner. The loser will face a 0-1 runner. And that goes for, in this tournament, it's 8 rounds. And then the people with the best records move on. Oh, hey, the left side of Turtle Rock in what's normally the archery minigame there.
And it looks like Darkwolf is going to hop in and grab a couple items here. You can get to lava chests from here. You can also get to the chain chomp room from here. Actually, just grabbing some bombs.
That's fair enough as well. Gonna see dig game as Fury is gonna take a death warp. Does not have a hammer to continue further this way.
One dig, one map.
Dig map for TR. And now, okay, I see Pod is next to Hyrule Castle up there on the mountain.
Looks like we found a book in Pod as well for Fury.
Spec Cave entrance is the right side of Desert. Oh, book on Old Man next.
Book on Old Man, there we go. Actually faster than just climbing the stairs.
I'm not sure either, but whichever works. Ampere, a little bit annoying just because you have to wait for the bombs to explode.
Yeah, it still hasn't found any arrows at all.
No, I think
had that bow for 15 minutes and haven't found any arrows yet.
No. There we go. Beats bombing the things to death to walk out here, I think. Fury's going to check out the other 2 entrances of Desert here, and I missed where Hera was earlier.
Where is that?
Dark Links.
Alright, Hype Cave on this Hookshot Cave for Darkwolf. That's going to be a connector.
That Desert Map chest is the second pod key. And the front of Desert is Turtle Rock Bridge.
It's a very important entrance to find. Once you have a mirror, you'll be able to take a look at what the Mimic Cave entrance is. That's the only way to get in there. As find a bottle inside Ice Rod Cave at, I believe that was Swamp.
Yeah, Swamp entrance. I believe the other entrance on the Turtle Rock Bridge was useless.
That's a tough death. It's another tough death for Darkwolf.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I think the other entrance of the Turtle Rock Bridge was useless for Fury. I didn't quite catch it, but I don't.
It was very
I looked
quick. I
at it
didn't
and
pick it up.
left.
It wasn't something worth staying around for. As we'll find out where Desert West takes us. It is
Ooh, the pod
Pod.
entrance. Those are some interesting warps around the map. Takes us from, because yeah, right side of desert was in Spike Cave, left side of desert is Pod, and the middle of that front entrance of desert is the is the Turtle Rock Bridge. So some interesting connectors there.
We see a no, we don't have the mushroom yet. That's over at Race Game. So just getting some potions. Darkwolf feeling a little bit beat up by the seed so far.
Cave here by Pod. South of Pod is there's Later Bridge.
Yeah, these 4 items are in logic. They can be a little bit difficult to grab.
Lapras with the blue mail. Green mail is the regular Lapras sprite. I have actually no idea what red mail would do. And A saying they're not in logic as we see a fire rod on Laser Bridge.
An ice rod, actually.
Oh, that ice rod! I swear I cannot tell those apart sometimes. And hey, gotta love entrance rando. What do you get?
Pretty good laser bridge. All things considered.
Yes. Yeah, very convenient Cane of Samaria on the laser bridge, which can only happen in entrance rando. Also very convenient. Let's do more of Turtle Rock here.
Yep. No small keys for Fury for this dungeon yet. We'll be able to get to this chest here. The crystal roller, that's going to be all that can be done here for him. Just 10 arrows.
Darkwolf, I think, is getting to the point of figuring out that Ganon is in his vanilla location today. GT's not the worst to access, but it's a bit annoying. It's up on Western Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, until we find Boots, it's going to be a long walk to even get over there.
Because you can either go through desert to get up there. There's a connector up to Light Death Mountain. There's just not a quick way there, really.
No, we have a connector at Dark Strasla. It's the Brothers Cave.
Dark.
Yeah,
that's useless entrance.
Good old hint tree.
Yes, indeed. Alright. Darkwolf seeing Vanilla Lumberjack. We're going to get a Pyramid Ledge check here from Fury.
Yeah, so at this point, both the runners know that Ganon's Tower is going to be required. And just some bombs on the pyramid, and that's going to be enough on this trip for Fury. Saving, quitting. Heading back to Link's house. Surprised Fury hasn't checked the mountain entrance and seen where that drops out at. I don't think we've seen that yet.
Don't think so.
This will be Fury's trip back to the back of Escape.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna switch restream audio over to Darkwolf since Fury's music is extremely quiet here. Actually, give me a sec. Eastern map for Darkwolf. I don't know if I've actually seen any map checks yet from either runner.
I know. I don't think either runners have taken a look at the map yet. Not a ton of information so far. Runners typically like to wait and have a few different checks to do before they want to look at that map.
Yeah, both runners are currently just going over some entrances the others already checked.
And Fury had taken a look at one of the dark caves, did not decide they wanted to go through with it. Sees that big key on Hilly Island. And Spiral Cave is a cave where Darkwolf died earlier. We're not seeing what this item is.
No, unfortunately not. And
Oh my goodness. That is a big item. That hookshot will get us all of East Death Mountain, the bottom of East Death Mountain. And it does drop us out at Desert, so another quick check over here. Couple, because Fury also has the book.
Yep. Yeah, Darkwolf taking a death on Spiral Cave, really missing out hookshot's gonna hurt. Because we don't yet know if Swamp's a crystal, but we do know that we need to be GT.
Yeah, so that hookshot is going to be logically required. Don't know if these runners know how to bypass that requirement on Moldorm 2, but we find just a checkerboard cave at Desert with 20 rupees.
Mm-hmm. And yes, that was a fire rod on the desert ledge. We need to find a way there eventually.
It's always fun when everything in the seed is out in the open. Dark popping this red potion has already died a few times this seed, trying to survive somewhere. I'm not sure which dark cave Dark is in right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, hey, bomb shop. TR and thieves are our two red crystals. So that's some of our crystal information. Saha's hut entrance is another fairy.
Getting our first look at Eastern on Fury's side. Meanwhile, Darkwolf is heading back to Kakariko. This might be a look at Eastern, or I'm actually not sure what to be a look at over here.
Oh, hey, Eka Tower's here in the eastern entrance, okay. Can do the first check here.
That's a really good item. Those are the boots sitting in Castle Tower.
Yeah. That's going to be very nice for getting around the world. Going to open up a few new entrances. Open up a... Going to be pretty handy.
And the worst part of this is that Darkwolf has had this bow for longer than Fury has had it, and Darkwolf has not found a single arrow yet.
No, unfortunately not.
And there's the other side of Brothers, so we know where both sides of that entrance are now.
Oh hey, Meyer Shed.
Meyer Shed at 5 with her silver arrows.
And blue beets.
And now we're going to find out where Mountain drops us off. It is on the east side of Death Mountain. It's at Spiral Cave top. Find our library check with just a heart container. Not going to come back for that. bonk rocks right next to it with just a piece of heart. The bright side, Darkwolf is getting closer to Pod, and we'll be able to get some arrows out of that dungeon.
We've got another dark cave here for Fury in the bottom of Paradox.
Running out of... There's only 5 dark caves, I believe. The Dark Mountain Descent, and back of the mountain entrance. So we're really starting to run out of the... And Fury is into the Dark Cross room itself now. Trying to find this chest.
There it is, just a heart container.
And now looking for a way to death warp.
Yeah, just gonna blow himself up here, it looks like.
A lucky arrow drop off of one of the mimics.
Darkwolf finally getting some arrows. Well, after getting that bow. And there's Fury's Death Warp. And yes, that was indeed a vanilla pod key in Crosskeys.
If you're going to take a look at Escape now, their first time through it.
Should hopefully be able to see a Zelda cell check here, because Darkwolf was unable to do so due to running out of ammo.
Yeah, that's right. Darkwolf got stuck here, so it won't. We still have one new chest in this area. Meanwhile, Darkwolf not looking for the back of Dark Mountain Ascent and that old man. Having taken so many deaths so far, I can understand not wanting to die again in a dark cave.
Yeah, I wonder where that lamp is.
On the bright side, with that Hyrule Castle connector, we know that that isn't the requirement to get down here. Hey, silver arrows are good.
Yes. And Zelda Cell is just 3 bombs, so that's not going to hurt Darkwolf. Who is currently on Laser Bridge. We'll get Ice Rod and Cane of Samaria if he doesn't take, as long as he sticks around for them. We're just going to take the right side of Hyrule Castle entrance now, which dumps him out at Dark Lumberjack.
Yeah, I suspect we'll get our first look at Skull Woods area here pretty shortly.
I assume so.
First, we're going to get our first look at Dark Sanctuary. Darkwolf is having some trouble here with the laser bridge. Doesn't have a really good way to stun this beetle.
And hey, I've got Meyer in the Dark Sanctuary. Good find.
Yeah, Darkwolf has the big key to Meyer, yet FuriousMagic does not. So with no fire source and no big key, no real reason to hop into Meyer just yet. Connector here at curiosity shop. Let's see where it takes.
Back up that mountain. Okay. Yeah, agreed. So that sort of bumper ledge is a real pain in entrance right now because you need to find a connector key that takes you up to the top of that ledge. Good luck.
Right, Darkwolf finally getting through Laser Bridge, getting the 4 items there, is gonna take this Cane of Samari and go check Crystal Roller.
Yeah, no, bumper ledge is not available with Mirror because... Yeah, JD, there also isn't inverted Crosskeys, which I actually, that was my first Crosskeys commentary, was inverted Crosskeys. That was an interesting mess.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
Skullwoods, 10 arrows.
yeah, so Skullwoods acts a little differently than the rest of the locations in the world. The back of Skullwoods is part of the pool, so the area where you actually fight Mothula is mixed in with all the other entrances, but everything else in Skullwoods is localized to this area. It's just too much stress on the engine to try and pair the 4 drop downs and 2 entrances in with each other.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a nightmare to try and synchronize. There's the other Akka Tower key. Mercifully, we know that the Lumberjack Ledge is vanilla, and that it's just a compass, so we do not need that second key.
Do you want to grab this small key here for the dungeon? Grab back, and then Furious will hop back into one of these drop downs and try and look for those other 3 items on the left side of the front entrance.
Yeah, entrance shuffle gets fun. Darkwolf trying a couple different methods of figuring out how to kill this pokey on the equipment he has. There we go.
Well done.
Get
Well
it. That's
done.
not the easiest. Ice Rod was probably the best option. There's a sword. First, front of Skullwoods.
Yeah, first target of the race for FuriousMagic in Skullwoods. This is going to be a small key to Skullwoods in Crosskeys. It always is.
Yeah, Darkwolf not having good next to sometimes that pokey. It's kind of difficult when you have a bow, bombs, and ice rod to damage it with. Because well, technically the cave, but I don't think anyone really wants to check the cave at the pokey, to be honest.
If this was a check that FuriousMagic was not willing to do when they were here, it doesn't pay off though. It's only a boomerang.
There's the Meyer Big for Furious.
I don't like this decision at all from Darkwolf. We've seen Turtle Rock main entrance. There's no reason to use the key here.
No. Yeah. Might want to save that key for, like, Trinex, for instance. Not that far from Trinex, potentially. Yeah, because the front of Turtle Rock is, I believe, it's just sitting in Kakariko. Yeah, not too hard to find.
Yep. So that means that Darkwolf is going to need to find an extra key somewhere for Turtle Rock eventually.
Yeah.
It is a crystal dungeon, so the 4 keys are going to be around here. But that's one that FuriousMagic may not need to find at some point.
No, SCC, just 3 bombs there. Probably won't be punished, but we also don't know right now. Yeah, we have Laser Bridge, and the issue is he's gonna need that key. He's losing a key that could have been used on Trinex instead. Because, yeah, the front of Turtle Rock is just in CAC, which, while a bit of a hike, isn't actually all that bad. Speaking of Turtle Rock, Fury finds the left side of Turtle Rock.
Yep, and about to dig up a map. Darkwolf will go to find the main entrance to Desert Palace here via Kiki, spending another 100 rupees.
Yeah.
Chad mentioned earlier that Zora could potentially be a factor here. FuriousMagic has spent a lot less cash in this seed than Darkwolf has.
Yep, including FuriousMagic, who came out of the pod entrance by going through desert, so didn't actually need to check. Where didn't need to actually spend the money for Kiki to check this entrance. I think we actually picked him up anyway. Where was the?
Dam is at Link Dark Link Bonk Rocks, so that'll be another entrance to check. That'll open up Swamp Palace once we have flippers. We can do at least one check in there once we do have those. And with this hook shot, FuriousMagic can do a little bypass here and take a look at most of Tarohera.
What was it? Asaha, was it?
No, it was the Money Cave from Desert.
Okay, right. Sorry, yeah. Lost track a bit.
Very nice hair pot from FuriousMagic, quickly getting in that pot with the spin speed clip.
Mix up a heart piece. And now, okay, yeah, Darkwolf took this entrance, took the Spike Cave entrance to find Desert, found the front of Desert over on eastern Dark Death Mountain, and then found the pod entrance through the left side. That is correct, Redorculus. That's pretty much exactly what Crosskeys is.
Yeah, it's
plus entrance, Rando.
Yeah. With cross entrances, so you'll have caves that'll take you from the light world to dark world. Like Desert has entrances in both the light and dark world. So runners are not beholden to the portals to get from light to dark world as they normally would be.
Yep. So, which reminds me, we still don't have a glove
or a hammer.
Yeah. At least we didn't have to deal with buddy shenanigans today, since the Moon Pearl was super early.
Rough Moldarm getting a little headsy, little headsy. FuriousMagic gonna have to start this fight over again. Meanwhile, with this Cadence Samaria, we're gonna see a tile room play from Darkwolf.
Unusual here. Just gonna have to run around and deploy to all the tiles because doesn't really have any safety shields or anything for this. Just gonna have to run around. At least can boomerang some of these.
Yep, and if you're keeping score, that's Moldorm 2, FuriousMagic 0.
Yep, Choldorm going to be Choldorm.
No fire sources, can't continue on the right-hand side, and take a look at what's on the torch. If I remember correctly, it's nothing special, and...
You would be correct. Okay, Fury got it really...
We have
does eventually get it, and finds the second ice small on Moldorm.
Green pendant. So no crystal for FuriousMagic. Does get this dungeon out of the way. We'll get another check once we find Sarasla.
Yep, just haven't found Zaha yet.
Getting our first look at South Shore.
Actually, yes. The archery game has moved to be north of Dark Lake Hylia. Dam is another dark cave.
I think that's our last dark cave, so no particularly useful connectors in the dark other than getting that book from the old man.
Okay, Hookshot Cave has a small key to pod. Nice. There's the back of Skull Woods in leave this. Can't remember which entrance this was offhand,
This
actually.
is Mini Moldorm Cave, is Skull Woods, and didn't look like there's anything in Hookshot Cave for FuriousMagic.
Pod key.
Just a pod small. Just a compass in the bridge chest in Skull Woods, and with no fire source, can't continue on.
No fire source and no sword, actually.
And no sword as well, yes. Two different ways that Darkwolf is stuck here.
Yep. Doesn't have the fire rod from Desert Ledge. We've got no idea where the lamp is, and hasn't been to the front of Skull Woods yet for that sword. Nor have we found a way up to Bumper Ledge, because they don't have that either.
FuriousMagic is going to take this connector. Darkwolf did not. And we'll see what the other side of the Hookshot Cave is. This could be pretty important. It is. That's a fire rod.
Oh yeah, we didn't actually have fire rod access yet. I just remembered, yeah, but that is it now.
No glove, that's the only thing they can check up there. So FuriousMagic can have that fire rod. Once FuriousMagic finds Skull Woods, he'll be able to beat it. I think he still has an extra key.
Yes, Darkwolf just found a Kina in Light World Shopping Mall with Widow Bombs, but then proceeds to find the upgrade ferry right next door. And unfortunately, that is more money out down the drain for Darkwolf. It will have severe problems if Zora's required, because he doesn't have any money.
Yeah, Darkwolf has bought a potion, returned Kiki when he didn't need to, and now had to buy bombs just to open up a Gina.
Maybe he'll find the archery. Yeah, I think he'll find it eventually. It's on the north shore of Dark Lake Hylia, but it takes a bit to get there.
Yep. Meanwhile, FuriousMagic does find Skull Woods, and he will be able to beat this. Does have one small key and that fire rod and a sword, so everything you need.
Yep.
Didn't quite get to see what the bunny spray was for Lapras.
Unfortunately, I have also missed it. And his one thing is that with but it's such an early moon pearl, you're not seeing the bunny sprite very easily. You do see bunny sprites more often in Crosskeys as compared to more typical modes, but it's still unusual.
Silver Arrow's going to be able to take this Gibdo out pretty quickly. If a Helmosaur wasn't going to get in the way.
There it goes.
Half magic, plenty of health, blue mail. This shouldn't be too much of a problem for FuriousMagic. Doing a good job of keeping distance, does get it done. That'll be a second dungeon for FuriousMagic. We'll see if this one is a crystal or another pendant. It is another pendant.
Yep, so 2 out of 3 pendants already is a bit concerning. And actually no, Darkwolf is using the Link's Awakening as using Link's Awakening MSU here. It is not Link Between Worlds, it is Link's Awakening. There's a couple distinctive ones. You can tell especially the... let's see, well, there's a couple different ones here. The overall is kind of distinctive. Kakariko is the animal... is it May Village? I forgot the name. Fairly distinctive village music. Mabe music, yeah, that one is pretty distinctive. There's a couple different ways to tell this one is a Link's Awakening pack. I actually played Link's Awakening. I do know a little bit about a couple of things. I know a couple of the tunes. I really should get around to playing it. I do own the Switch version.
Darkwolf feeling a little gambly here. Gonna try and get to this chest in the dark.
Not the easiest. Oof, as Fury's stream is buffering for me, and apparently for the restream.
Yeah, we'll get that back in a second. But
He's back.
One attempt at the dark room for Darkwolf. Now out of arrows too.
Yeah, Darkwolf just having perpetual arrow issues today, unfortunately.
This is just a really rough format. If you get out of your head a little bit, it can really start to spiral out on you very quickly.
Fury's stream is time warping for me. Okay, he's back. I have no idea what the fairy entrance was. Let me just go watch the restream real quick to see what that was. Okay, I think that was a bottom spiral cave? Spectrexer cave, sorry. Fake flipper in this case, Starfall. But yes, ALttPR sprites, even though Lapras should clearly be able to swim normally without flippers, right? Doesn't quite work that way for obvious reasons. When it comes to things like swimming or seeing in the dark, among other things.
Darkwolf did get those boots. I didn't see what was it. Link Bonk Rocks.
Didn't catch it either, as we see the desert map there for Fury and the Waterfall Fairy entrance.
If you get a map check out of FuriousMagic side, and both Eastern and Desert are crystals.
Yeah, so that's... Well, we unfortunately haven't found either of those two dungeons, and is a bit of an issue. We found Hera, we found Pod, we found Skull Woods, Thieves Mire, and Turtle, all entrances of Turtle Rock. We're completely missing a few of our dungeons.
Here's Sarasala at Bonk Rock.
And Hera's are, yeah, thank you. Very useful, very, very helpful to know.
And the hammer!
Ooh.
That's Darkwolf's first actual weapon.
That is good for Darkwolf, because he had a really hard time with weapons today.
This has been a very deep-end introduction to Crosskeys.
Yes, it has. I still remember, I think the first Crosskeys race I ever saw last year involved first weapon, period, that wasn't bombs, was like 26 minutes in or something in the first Czechoslovakia Tower. That was fun. Sword didn't come for like another 20 minutes beyond that. Yeah, Darkwolf just had really bad luck with weaponry today, unfortunately. Still missing that sword off of Skull Woods, which is a bit of a trip to get to at the moment.
Yeah, if Darkwolf can find his way up to get that fire rod off a desert ledge, that'll make Pod beatable at least. Has bow, has hammer. The turtle room, it's out of logic, but the fire rod makes the turtle room much more palatable.
What was the Lapras Bunny sprite? Because I missed it, Starfall.
I missed it too. I hope it's bunny-y.
That would be cute, but actually not sure because Lapras doesn't actually have any evolutions. It doesn't have any evolutions, or so nothing is immediately coming to mind for an obvious bunny sprite.
Oh, it was Horsey, it looks like.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Horsey, I suppose would work. No.
That is.
Lapras to the pink foe. That would work.
So FuriousMagic finding going back to the front of Turtle Rock does have both rods, so we'll be able to take a look at these two items on the right-hand side that Darkwolf missed out on earlier.
And actually, now I'm curious. I'm gonna go poke into Fury's spawn to see who that bunny sprite was.
Darkwolf is a little confused at this point.
Here.
And has the green pendant as well, so we'll be able to find out what that item is. It is a key. Another
Dog.
pod small.
Okay.
So Tower Power logically required.
Yeah.
And
it's very much logically. Boots hard required here with it too, with that hammer.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious the red mail Lapras is as well, because the Pokemon ones tend to vary. Some of them evolve, so to speak. A couple of there's the shiny sprites are standard. It varies a bit, actually. This is my first time seeing Lapras sprite, so I don't know the specific variants. Darkwolf Dipping Mire here. No keys of any kind.
Yeah, Darkwolf does not have the Mire Big. Or no, it does have the Mire Big, so we'll be able to grab that.
Oh, it does have it has a Mire Big, sorry, I forgot, but it doesn't have any small keys, that's not as important.
There's been a couple of these chests are logic. No fire source, so can't get the Firelock side anyways, so it doesn't matter as much. There's a Mire Small and Bridge chest.
Sure. Doesn't help the fire source situation though, because it hasn't found that connector to the left side of desert to go in order to access that fire rod. I'm not sure if they've been to that side of desert. There's the GT Big Key, which is required.
Yep. It does take a death there. They'll have to go through Mire 2 again, but definitely worth it to get that GT Big Key.
Yeah, normally not required in Fast Ganon, but today we know that Ganon's in his vanilla drop, so they kind of have to.
So meanwhile, FuriousMagic is going to come in here with a fire source and those silver arrows. Mire, as long as FuriousMagic can get through those dark rooms, we might go full clear Mire.
There's the GT Big Key for Fury.
Doing well to manage damage in that room, using one of these Stalfos to take a damage boost to get across a bit of the spikes. I definitely do not envy Darkwolf going through this cave with just a hammer as a weapon. Realizing that no fire source means no chests.
Nope. Wrong compass in the compass chest. Finds Compass of Thieves down in the Mire compass chest. Main room chest here has his key to Skull Woods.
Gonna try this ledge clip or this rail clip here. Getting bullied a bit by a fire snake.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen today, unfortunately.
Nah, that's good. really doesn't want to take another death here.
Oh, I know.
Oh, and speaking of comms curse. Oh, that feels bad for Darkwolf. What is Darkwolf's music? I can barely hear it. Give me a minute.
I'm not one of the dungeons tracks. I'm not sure from Ellie Switch.
Yeah, Minor Cutscene Chest was another TR small.
Well, that is something that I mean, there are 3 of them out there, so not going to need that one specifically. But Darkwolf is going to need another TR key at some point.
Darkwolf's music is, I'm pretty sure that it's not face friend, but I'm not quite sure which one that is. I don't think it's face friend, though. That one's pretty distinctive. How is the audio level sounding, actually, Chad? I've currently restreaming, so I don't actually have the restream audio up.
Just some bombs in the big chest. And GT small. Plenty of GT smalls. And FuriousMagic is going to make his way to the boss.
Alright, let's see how these dark rooms go.
And Darkwolf is not going to try the boss. No real weapon other than a hammer to try and beat Vitreous with. And no arrows whatsoever. Does have the silvers, but no arrows.
Yeah, I would also leave Vitreous for later in this situation. You can get back here. It's not the worst to get back here, because Hyrule Castle, another Hyrule Castle entrance is in CAC, and another takes you to Dark Lumberjack. It's not too far a walk from there to get back to Meyer if you need to. Well,
And nicely done through this dark room by FuriousMagic, almost all the way through now. So on to Vitreous for FuriousMagic. Silver arrows, this fight is pretty trivial.
Wolf getting a heal.
Getting the 0 cycle, and there goes Vitreous. So that is a 3rd dungeon for FuriousMagic. Is this one going to be another pendant, or is this our last? We do get a crystal here finally out of Misery Mire. So crystal number 1 for FuriousMagic. Hera small key will unlock 1 more item in Tower Hera.
Your card container here for Darkwolf, who's definitely appreciating with how many deaths he's taken this seed, unfortunately. Hera Small does unlock 1 more track. They hope they don't need to go back there, but it is an option.
And going to do a little bomb jump here to get across the water. First try, well done by FuriousMagic. And it is a connector.
Small fairy fountains there. Very helpful game. Very helpful. I don't even know where those are in the vanilla game, but sure doesn't need them.
Nope. Darkwolf has still not gone back to Spiral Cave, which is unfortunate because there's a hook shot waiting for him there.
Yeah, it's just not sitting on the north shore of the lake. Just hasn't gone back there because it doesn't have a good reason to go past that entrance right now, really. Yeah, that connector from Dark Witch Hut, pretty much useless with where that took us.
It will save FuriousMagic a little bit of time once he finds that mirror. Not gonna have to bother going back to the pyramid to try and get those entrances later.
Yeah, Darkwolf hasn't gotten the sword in the front of Skullwoods either. Just not. I think he might be going there now. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like this is the Skullwoods play finally.
Yeah, so this is gonna be our 12-ish first sword. Feels bad. Fury heading back to the same general area of the map.
Yeah, with that fire rod, we'll see if gonna check the back entrance of Skull Woods. There's also Hammer House in Kakariko that is now open as well.
And there's the sword for Darkwolf.
Alright, our first look at Hammer House. And it's nothing.
We're just gonna check the back of Skullwood's entrance here with that fire rod.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Gonna be a new entrance for us. And it's done. Fortune teller.
Yes, we found 0 gloves. We found 0 lamps, 0 mirrors, 0 flutes.
And flippers!
0 flippers.
We're missing a bunch of keys. It was accessible with just boots. It was the only thing of note in here. Yeah, the back is the more important thing because that gets you to the left side of the desert, which is that fire rod finally for Darkwolf.
Well done by FuriousMagic, and put down crystal number 2. Hopefully this isn't our third pendant.
Well, it's 20 rupees and a crystal. Alright, so between swamp and ice, neither of which we found, one of them is our final pendant.
Do have a map for swamp though, so I would not be surprised to see FuriousMagic finally do a map check here shortly.
I would expect soon, yeah, once he gets back to the Dark World, you want to know where your final crystal is.
Also with Hammer and Hookshot, definitely looking at GT as a dive here.
Yes, indeed. Alright, taking
also has this Desert Palace small. Swamp is our last crystal, Ice is going to be our last pendant. With this Desert Palace small, we'll be able to grab these 2 items on the right-hand side.
Still missing 3 of our dungeons, though, speaking of, as we see the 4th pod key. We still have not found the Eastern Desert or Swamp. As far as crystal dungeons go, and we also haven't found Pendant Ice. Still got quite a few entrances left, though, at least.
Yeah, we have not seen any of Dark Death Mountain. We haven't seen the top of Light Death Mountain, east side. We haven't been able to get in the Mire area yet. Haven't been able to get over to Shopping Mall. So we got a lot of locations we've not been able to get to so far.
Yeah, well, we have seen the eastern side of Light Death Mountain we had a connector cave up there. I forget how exactly. Well, lower, yeah, parts of East Death Mountain because there was a connector down bottom, and parts of Eastern Dark Death Mountain as well because desert dumps you out there. Yeah, oh no, not quite. Can't read my own tracker.
Yeah, we only have we have 2 ways into West.
Thieves Town and Turtle Rock big keys right now.
FuriousMagic putting this fire rod to real good use in Gauntlet.
We absolutely have to find Eastern Desert and Swamp. We hope we don't need to find ice.
And as I said that, suddenly not putting fire rod to such good use. Does have silvers for... Does have silvers for Land Mollusk. Does get a full magic drop. That's real lucky. That is a very fortunate find.
We know there can only be 2 swords tops and climb. One is on Bumper Ledge. Speaking of, we still haven't found a way to Bumper Ledge. And GT not getting us a solid way of a pretty good chunk of way to items is too.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to take this portal, Emperor's pointing out, you can just take this portal down here on the way back, and head back up to get closer to Catfish, so everything's going to loop together on this pretty well. Waterfall Cave with a empty bottle, which will turn into a green potion, and another big key. This one is the Desert Palace, another required big key.
Nice.
So GT locking 2 big keys. Super Bunny bottom, we're not going to take that right now. Fierce Magic's going to mirror over and take a look at the rock on Light World side. Just a hint cave. Meanwhile, Darkwolf taking on Helmsor King, trying to get on the board with a crystal.
Where was the other entrance to Super Bunny? I missed it.
The front entrance was Dark Ice Rod.
Thank you.
Smartly taking Paradox Cave back over and turning this flute immediately. And now, the only things that aren't available to FuriousMagic at this point are entrances on the top of Death Mountain. Meanwhile, Darkwolf making his way into Ganon's Tower will be able to pick up all of the bounty that this dungeon has for him.
Assuming he knows how to do the bomb jumps in here.
Oh yeah, no hookshot. Won't be able to beat the dungeon at this point either.
No. Nothing in the first 2 chunks of Paradox.
Keep forgetting, Darkwolf has not gotten that hookshot out of Spiral Cave.
No, died in it earlier and honestly might have just written it off mentally at this point because he's had a chance to go back for it a few times now.
Swamp House big, Thieves Town small might be required. Who knows? Another sword. There's Master Sword.
All right.
So FuriousMagic is now in entrance mode.
Yes, he is.
Is looking for one. Nope, just an entrance mode.
Yeah, just straight, pure and simple is an entrance mode. Yeah, go mode of ether is not required, correct? And oh hey, there's the other And
Would you like
Paradox
a...
also took you to the bumper ledge, which is finally tempered, as it turns out. Convenient. Where was the front of Paradox? Because I forgot.
Front of Paradox was... I'm not sure. I know one entrance in Paradox was in Kakariko.
Ah, that's what it was.
Oh, right, that was the way of Death Mountain.
Oh, Sick Kid. Fury, not checking Sick Kid because he doesn't need to. Probably. Just really wants to check entrances at this point.
Yeah, that's really all that's left for him.
Graveyard Legend King's Tomb entrance is here. Oh, there's Blind Set. King's Tomb entrance is the chess game.
Oh, Darkwolf's trying to get this bomb jump down to 2 hearts. I think he's on the ledge now. Let's just take him across. Yep.
Layer area check for Fury.
Yeah, so 3, potentially 4 entrances here, plus Checkerboard Cave. Depends on the medallion for Meyer. It is Ether, so that is one entrance that is locked away.
Correct. Useless map at this point. We can check the desert back entrance as well. And that's checked.
So right now, Darkwolf needs to be hoping that the Meyer entrance is a dungeon.
Yeah, we're running low on entrances bit by bit, and Ether. They end up being recorded at the rate we're going. Dark Gina here. Hey, there's Swamp.
Darkwolf making quick work of Ice Armos. Meanwhile, FuriousMagic treating this as a full go mode.
Taking the risk of... I mean, let's see. What don't we have for entrances? I don't think we ever saw the left side of the race game house. That might be a thing. It's with Mirror.
Yeah, that could be that's an entrance that's available. Mirror gives us access to all of Death Mountain now with those mitts.
Yeah, so, I don't think I've seen the Ice Palace entrance.
Nope. Or the Waterfall Cave, or not Waterfall, the Upgrade Ferry.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I don't remember. Yeah, I know they've gone past. I don't know if we've actually seen it.
Yeah. So the entirety of the top of Death Mountain, so Para, and then East Death Mountain top side, and Dark Death Mountain.
It's probably up there. Turtle Rock entrance is something else to think about. Okay, Fury is gonna check this for just some bombs. Yeah, Pyramid Fairy entrance is is now a thing since we have the TR Big and Thieves Town Big Keys and know where both of those dungeons are.
Yeah, at this point, every entrance that is a single dungeon entrance is available in the game at this point.
Yeah, Hookshot is in Spiral Cave, which is on the northern shore of Lake Hylia. Unfortunately, Darkwolf took a death to in that cave super early, and I think probably might have written that off. In any case, isn't going back anytime soon. And I don't know when he's going back there. As we find a Smiter key on the second Miter key on Argus, and Furious's second crystal here. No, third, can't count.
Crystals for FuriousMagic in Swamp Palace has one more entrance to check in this area. That's the Checkerboard Cave. And then probably up to Death Mountain.
I would imagine so. That's the most entrance-dense location left. And it's not there. Was that the flute? Or not, actually. Oh yeah, the cave over here underneath the Rupee Cave entrance.
The old M Cave. No one's checked Cave 45. Both these runners just got their mirror a few minutes ago out of Ganon's Tower.
Yeah. There's Pyramid Fairy. Okay.
Grab those items. You know ether might be required. Grab those items. You know ether might be required. Just grab these items.
Mm-hmm.
There's our lamp.
Locked behind GT. Fantastic.
Just a regular old, regular Crosskeys race. Darkwolf going to choose Death Mountain first. Just a fairy up in the top of Paradox Cave. We know this is the mountain entrance.
There's Ice Palace in its vanilla location.
It's good old vanilla Ice Palace. It's fun.
That's actually kind of funny. Is this even random?
Oh, Darkwolf is very close to Spiral Cave again. This might be it.
Please go back here, because you're right next to your hookshot here.
Oh.
No, Darkwolf. I think that might confirm he thinks he's already done that check. And is not going back. No, fourth crystal I cannot count apparently, as Darkwolf gets his TR big. So, Fury needs to... Yeah.
Fury's gonna have to find Eastern Palace, and then that's it. Well, Darkwolf is got a lot to do still.
Mm-hmm.
Four fresh entrances here on the dark side of Death Mountain.
Hookshot Cave entrance is a shop.
So I guess the answer is no, we'll never run out of shops.
Apparently, there are a surprising amount of things, to be fair. Those are collectively not it. I think that's about it for Fury on entrances there.
Yeah, there is one left up there. I think the top of Fairy Ascension has not been checked yet. And also Mimic Cave has not been checked yet, but getting there is a little different route. I have to go through Desert Palace to get that.
Yeah, Mimic Cave is just a bit of a trip, but you just flew up there. Desert... so two of the entrances to Desert are one's a Turtle Rock Bridge, the other is just in the Spike Cave entrance, so you can just take that easily. Oh, Hammer Pegs is an entrance, I forgot. Pyramid Fairy is a thing. We're starting to run low on options for this, actually.
Darkwolf went to the Zor area. I don't know if you had the cash for it, but did get the cape off of the ledge. That's not really... It's going to open a connector bumper cave, which is in Kakariko.
There is that, and Darkwolf has also just it will help Darkwolf hopefully die a little bit less often. Though having 13 hearts has helped a lot with that as well. And okay, just a heart piece on over. Thanks, chat.
The problem is, though, is that we know that none of the connectors can really go where this last dungeon is. So that bumper cave isn't going to be the answer.
No, not really.
This is the answer. This is it for FuriousMagic. This is the last dungeon to find.
Eastern in K45 is official go mode at an hour 48.
You know, nothing has ever been at K45 that has ever helped anyone beat this game. Not once.
So yeah, just generally as we near the end of this siege, Fury just needs to beat up Armos Knights, go hike back to Thieves and TR.
Both of which are super convenient too. Turtle Rock is Laser Bridge is at Dark 5 and Thieves Town is in Kakariko. So you just do Thieves Town, you go to Dark 5, you beat Turtle Rock. I guess you could spit out back at Turtle Rock Main, which is not as convenient for that route. So
there's not a great way of routing that really, so you just end up fluting from there, but...
Oh, I use Turtle Rock first, because Turtle Rock Main is right next to Thieves Town.
Oh, true, actually, I forgot. Never mind. That's what I was missing. Alright, and then Fury will be done. So yeah, just to see with some awkward... I think the entrance layout was rather rude. Item placements got terrible too. You had to do GT for almost all of your items today.
Yeah, and two swords locked hard behind GT. But everything you needed to do GT was available pretty early. You had silvers, you had fire rod, half magic. It wasn't necessarily a difficult Ganon Tower climb. It was just one that you had to figure out that you had to do right away. And then also this hookshot being just MIA for Darkwolf.
Unfortunately, yeah, this is going to be a really good time for Furious here. Despite how this seed was, it's not going to be much more than 2 hours. It's going to, yeah, just a bit over 2 hours here. Two hours, not bad at all for a Crosskeys seed, especially for one like this one. Just, you had to go GT for everything, apparently. Darkwolf gonna go through Super Bunny now and pick up Mitts and the Thieves' Big Key. Yeah, no, I think Darkwolf had walked past the hook about twice in like 2 minutes. That a little while ago. He's completely written it off, unfortunately, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be just very unfortunate today. Good thing, though, is there's 8 weeks of this. 8 weeks of Swiss competition. You're not out of the tournament. Plenty of time to pick up victories in this tournament.
Yeah, and even if you don't move under brackets, 8 rounds is still quite a bit to get in some Crosskeys. Yeah, if Darkwolf does find the hookshot, he's gonna be mad. Unfortunately, I think it might be an interview situation to let him know about where that hookshot is and the way we're going. Because it's one of those, we've all been there, we've all done it, and we've all seen it. Where you just, you die on a check, or you accidentally goof your key logic, or whichever, and you just write it off mentally. You think it's done, and you just don't go back. It does happen in rando. It's just always sad to see, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. And FuriousMagic having that Thieves Town small can just skip the one at the top because not going to have to bother with his big chest.
Nope. Is in true go mode. Just needs to beat this and go beat Ganon. Actually, I don't think I can math. It shouldn't even... Yeah, maybe it's a bit sub 2, actually, even depending on how fast this Thieves goes and how... Because Ganon's not going to be too bad on Tempered Silvers.
Yeah, Thieves Town's a little slow. You have to go get the maiden, bring her back upstairs. But yeah, it should be close to, if not a sub 2. Which, for a seed that hard required Ganon's Tower is pretty impressive.
Yeah. We're gonna enjoy some more of this Link's Awakening music for Darkwolf as we watch Fury finish this out. I think I'll probably switch it over. I'll switch the audio over for Ganon, I think. So good here for Darkwolf is the big key to ice. Helpful.
Sick kids trying their best.
Yes, they are.
Nicely done by FuriousMagic, taking out Blind, picking up Crystal number 7. Only one thing standing between him and a victory here in week 1 now, and that is a fight against Ganon.
$155 there, final crystal. Just going to flute on over to oh, yeah, that'll work. Flutes over to 5, and it's going to run off to Ganon here.
Yeah, this is a little quicker than fluting to 4 and going up the bridge.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask which one was faster. Oh, actually, I think Fury's stream crash earlier might have killed his audio completely. So, switching back over then.
Alright, here we go. Tempered Sword, half magic, silver arrows. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for FuriousMagic here in this Ganon fight. Nice one cycle phase 1. Little problem with phase 2 is probably going to end up with a 2 cycle. A little fast and loose with the life here. I think FuriousMagic does have a fairy in a bottle still. But through the dangerous parts of Ganon, phase 3 down.
Oh no, silver is my one weakness. Yeah, we've had those for a while.
Just gotta be careful not to get bumped by Ganon there, trying to light those torches. Oh, that was close.
Not quite getting the double there, but I think this should be it.
Yeah, there we go. Let's get your GGs ready in chat. because one bridge stands between our winner today and the end of this race. So GG's in for FuriousMagic.
Just needs to cross the hardest 1x3 bridge in Hyrule and finishes in first place, taking the first win in Swiss with a time of 1:58.02.
GG's a FuriousMagic. We'll see if Darkwolf wants to keep racing or not. Really impressive time for FuriousMagic on the seed.
Yeah, sub 2 is always nice in Crosskeys, especially on a seed like this. Yeah, Dark did in the meantime beat Thief's End for a second crystal at least. And I have Fury is in the waiting room until then. Hello, GG's.
Yep. Hello, GG's.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. Everything in the seed ended up being pretty much gated behind Ganon's tower.
Yeah, I noticed all the keys and like, okay, just you do something in the basement or on the climb because we had, basically everything in the full clear Ganon's tower. It's just that, I only had Fire Sword, so that climb wasn't looking too good. Not that it, did, and it was just in such an awful location. So yeah, I eventually got around to it, and once I, got everything that got out of there, yeah, the game just opened up.
Yeah, you both had Silver Arrows and Half Magic and Fire Rod pretty early in the seed. So Ganon's tower was open for quite a while. It was just a matter of when you decided to actually make the climb. The real big difference, Darkwolf kind of had a pretty rough start to this seed, a few deaths, including one in Spiral Cave before getting to that hook shot, and still hasn't been back for it.
No, he walked past it twice about 15-20 minutes ago. We think at this point he's forgotten he missed it.
Yikes.
Just had a really, really rough early game. Also was running out of ammo constantly. His first permanent weapon was the hammer. Didn't check the front of Skull Woods for quite. It's just been a really rough day for poor Darkwolf.
Yeah, yeah, swords were not in kind locations this seed at all.
No, two of them were hard blocked by Ganon's tower, so.
No, yeah, exactly. And once again, it just comes down to that awful Ganon's tower location. Because any other day, any other better location, I go there immediately because of the full clearability and whatnot. But it was just in such a rough spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, were you worried at all when you saw Ether at Mire?
Oh, absolutely. I've definitely had seeds before that put a card dungeon behind the one medallion I don't have. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I'm in semi-go mode. I'll check checks that are on my way to bosses and whatnot. But I'm not gonna go out for left side swamp or things like that. And then it was getting really close down to it. I think I only had 3 or 4 locations before running out of spots. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was definitely quite.
The other bad time is you checked King's Tomb and Graveyard Legend. I think there were like 6 or 7 items between those 2 locations before you went and saw that Ether was the medallion for Mire, and we're worried it was going to be a bad time for you, but Eastern Palace did finally show up for you.
Yeah, I'm glad for that. Eastern Palace big key and the bow shut up so early, and yet it ended up being the last location I found. Funny enough.
Yeah, that's how rando goes sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did have a chuckle that Ice Palace turned out to be vanilla.
Oh yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, no, we'll pass on that.
He had gone into Ice Palace at that point. I just found it funny because even in Crosskeys, Ice Palace is still in its vanilla location. Is it even random?
But getting a sub 2 hours on a seed that required a full Ganon Tower clear is an actual full Ganon Tower clear with how many items were there. Nothing to sneeze at, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. All right, but yeah, there's week 1 in the books for me at least. Happy to get a win out of this. We'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, no easy matchups going to be in week 2 for the people in the winners bracket, that's for sure. So,
Oh no, absolutely.
Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you again next week. We'll find out what your opponent is on Wednesday. So, congrats, and we'll see you in a few days.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Yeah, thank you guys on the restream team as well. Appreciate that as always.
Mhm.
All right, so thanks again to FuriousMagic for hopping in after winning this race today. Darkwolf still choosing to play it out. We're going through Eastern Palace and we'll see what some of the stuff is in here. No, none of it is relevant, unfortunately, but
No, sadly not. Darkwolf is plugging through everything he can. Unfortunately, there's just only so much you can do without that trick shot.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are going to go ahead and throw a raid over to Darkwolf, show him lots of love in his chat, and cheer him on as he finishes this rather difficult Crosskeys seed here on behalf of ZSR. Thank you so much for tuning in. We always appreciate our wonderful commentary there in the chat, keeping us honest. And so we are going to go ahead and throw that raid over. Big thank you to Star1468 as well as James FNX for joining us here on commentary, and my co-tracker there, Super Aardvark. It has been a great time, and don't forget, lots more races coming at you here on ZSR, so be sure to tune in for a lot more Crosskeys action, and we will see you soon.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
yeah, see you next time.